Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the AEW Revolution Predict the Outcome special. Coming up, we talk about the final match for Steen in professional wrestling. You know, Steen had different variations going to NWA, WCW, TNA, WWE, and now AEW. Steen wants to have his final curtain call in Greensboro, where Ric Flair made him a national star. We'll talk about as well as match previews and predictions. As the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Revolution Predict the Outcome. Start right now. Of the AEW Predict the Outcome special. I'm your host as always, Kendra Diggs here. Glad you can join us here on Predict the Outcome. Join in the conversation using hashtag Pro Wrestling here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is here. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right. We got a lot of matches to get started, but we're going to kick off with this. The AEW World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, and it's in a triple threat match. You see, these three men will be competing for the world title. Heyman Page, no stranger to winning the AEW title, as well as Shane Swerve Strickland, who wants to be AEW champion. This all started about a couple months ago when Heyman Page and Swerve both wanted their feud to continue. The feud has blossomed into a match, and Samoa Joe, the world champion, got himself involved. One thing I'll say about this match right here will be pit against each other. Who has the power and the staying power to be the world heavyweight champion, the AEW champion? We know that Swerve wants to be champion, but at the last week, Heyman took it quite exceptions. Heyman does not want Swerve to realize his dream in becoming champion. So there's a lot going on with that. But like I said, it could be telling on what could happen. I'm gonna look and say, as predicted as always, look for Samoa Joe to retain his world championship. And Swerve will have to go a little bit further to realize his dream of becoming champion. Joe has been a dominant champion as late, defeating the likes of Hook and kind of others right now, Heyman Page and stuff. But we'll see down the road if that will happen. Down the road, we'll see. But look for Samoa Joe to retain his world championship. Speaking of championships, another championship. Orange Cassidy defends his international championship against Roderick Strong. Orange Cassidy had a battle on his hands this week. Orange Cassidy defended the win against somebody. I think he went against somebody for the international championship. But Orange Cassidy proving that he is a fighting champion. Orange Cassidy will duck no one, duck nobody. I mean, Orange Cassidy, you should see the man himself that was in Huntsville this past week. Orange Cassidy tried to give the fight of his life against Nick Wayne. But Orange Cassidy survived against Nick Wayne. But Roderick Strong keeps on attacking Orange Cassidy, and he trying to fulfill his prophecy of what he wants to do. And he believes Orange Cassidy is standing in his way of him becoming AEW International Champion. Orange Cassidy has been a fighting champion. I won't say that much more. Cassidy has been doing it all, fighting throughout the bounds and leaps of what he's going through. Even to the point that they had a 6-man. I think they had a 6-man tag exclusion last week, yesterday and stuff. Orange Cassidy getting the job done and stuff. Like I said, Cassidy could be leaps and bounds to get what he needs to get. But I could see this being a match that a lot of people are buzzing and talking about and stuff. Orange Cassidy will do what he need to do. Orange Cassidy was even part of that huge 8-man tag team match, which his team won. So Orange Cassidy, that happened and stuff. So look for Orange Cassidy to get the win. Orange Cassidy could be the one to get the win stuff on what he needs to do, on how he got to do it. So look for Orange Cassidy to retain his international championship going forward with that. All right. We move on to another match in the Revolution. They will be part of the 0 Hour. We'll see a huge 12-man tag team match. The Bang Bang Scissor Club gang against Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, um, Private Party, Sama Singh, and got that other dude name. But they'll be in the match. Look for the Bang Bang Scissor Club to win. That's gonna be an easy match for them to do what they need to do. Speaking of that, the AEW Women's Championship is online as Tony Storm, the women's champion, defends against Deonna Purrazzo, a former multi-time women's champion from Impact. Well, Deonna Purrazzo came to AEW to look for some gold, but she kind of met her match with you know who, Tony Storm. Tony Storm playing to her and Deonna Purrazzo and her were the best of friends. Now they're not the best of friends no more. They're just you know, girls on a mission and stuff. This even got even more heated yesterday as Tony Storm came out there in her black and white thingy and confronted Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo didn't like that one bit. He told Tony Storm to snap out of it because coming at Revolution is going to be a different story. So we'll see these two women battling out one on one for the women's championship. Um, I don't see this one bit. I just see that Tony Storm will retain her women's championship over Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo won't have a chance whatsoever over Tony Storm. So we'll see that match coming your way later. So look for Tony Storm to defeat Deonna Purrazzo by cheating. This will probably eventually bring Sasha Banks in to challenge Tony Storm for the women's title. Another women's match on the card on the 0 Hour will be Chris Stanley and Willow Nightingale against Julia Hart and Scott Blue. This even got escalated a couple of weeks ago when Chris Stanley and Scott Blue were I guess teaming together. I guess Chris Stanley and Scott Blue were beating each other up. I'm sorry, uh, but it comes to a head in this tag team match, and you gotta wonder what Stokey Hathaway's appearance is in this match as well. Stokey Hathaway, what his say is in this match as well as what he's gonna do. Um, stuff. So Stokey kind of stoking the frames is a little bit, I can say. Stokey causing tension between these women. I think Willow Nightingale and Chris Stanley will win, but Stokey's gonna continue to play a divide. He wants Willow Nightingale by himself, but he wants Chris Stanley by himself, but Willow Nightingale standing in his way. So we'll see how this is gonna go in that match. Tag man, but look for Chris Stanley and Willow Nightingale to get the win over Julia Blueheart and Sky Blue. Well, speaking of that, another match right here, the TNT Championship. Daniel Garcia takes on Christian. Daniel Garcia, who's been on the road with that goofy dancing, but Daniel Garcia knows what he's doing. I'm assuming. Well, he'll get himself a TNT Championship match. And can Daniel Garcia emerge victorious over Christian? What he needs to do with his dancing skills and stuff. We'll see how that's going to go and stuff. But Daniel Garcia and Christian will meet one on one. I think this all got started this past week on Dynamite. And, Daniel Garcia. And Daniel Garcia did what he needed to do. I think Daniel Garcia is no playing around. He's not gonna start what he needs to do. We can find that thing for Daniel Garcia. He ain't got nothing. Well, we'll see how this is gonna go. But Daniel Garcia could be the front runner in that match. So look for Dane Garcia to do what he needs to do and get the 1, 2, 3 by pinning Christian to get the ends out. So look for Christian to retain this championship over Dan Garcia. Well, we had this match right here, a 8-star scramble match. We were supposed to have it was supposed to be a meat madness match or something, but the match got added as Dante Martin got added to the match as well. So Dante Martin will be added to the match. Dante Martin, Warlow, Powerhouse Hobb, Lance Archer, um, Hook, Chris Jericho, other dude, I don't want to botch his name. They're all gonna be in the match. Even Warlow wanted to talk about the scramble match. I don't know what the scramble match does, but him and Jericho were at each odds and stuff. Talking about Jericho got attacked from behind by Will Hobbs. So this match gonna be more. But look for Warlow to win this match. I think Warlow, they want to push Warlow to the moon. They should have been pushed. Warlow should be at least a 2-time AEW champion by now. But he dropped the ball, so you know how they go. You know how they take you up and they spit you out. So you know how they be. Look for Warlow to win this 8-man scramble match at Revolution. Another match that was supposed to be on there, but really if we couldn't find the graphic for it, was that FTR will take on the Blackpool Combat Club of Moxley and Claudio. Moxley and Claudio has been proven a lot since lately, and they want to be the best tag teams. Or to do so, they have to do what they need to do. But look for Moxley and Claudio to win their match at Revolution against FTR to even further on the storyline and do what they has to do and continue on winning. Speaking of that, another match as well that was supposed to happen. Also, Daniel Bryan will go against Eddie Kingston for the Continental title. Daniel Bryan and Eddie Kingston don't like each other one bit. They're gonna go for the Continental Championship. What Continental title match that's gonna be for them going for the championship and the championship picture and stuff. So Daniel Bryan sending a message to Eddie Kingston on what he's gonna do to Eddie Kingston. Look for Kingston to retain his championship over Daniel Bryan and get the win. And Daniel Bryan and Eddie Kingston, it's far from over. I'll tell you that right now. We'll see how this is gonna go. 1-on-1 for if Daniel Bryan retains, but don't look for Daniel Bryan to retain. Don't look for Daniel Bryan to get the Continental Championship. He'll meet Eddie Kingston 1-on-1 this Sunday. Look for Eddie Kingston to retain over Daniel Bryan. Also, too, another match as well. We talk about. I guess we talk about this finally. The match that everyone's been buzzing talk about. I believe this is going to be the main event. Steen and Darby Allin, the AEW Tag Team Champions, will defend the championships against the Executive Vice Presidents Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, better known as the Young Bucks. This match has been having mixed reviews as the Young Bucks were decided as Sting's final opponents. But the Young Bucks have an opportunity to make or break this match. Whether they lose, this would be an understatement. The Young Bucks, this past week on Dynamite, the Young Bucks were looking for Sting. Sting was nowhere to be around in sight. So the Young Bucks decided that they was gonna go out throughout the show looking for Sting. Even told Renee Young that, hey, we're gonna do what we need to do. And we're gonna find ways and we're gonna find Sting one way or another. Even using backs and stuff. So the Young Bucks placating to the fans and stuff. They should have been doing this when CM Punk was around, so they can have something to play off of. But they didn't want to do that, but that's bad on them. Just make them look like they kind of delayed a little bit and stuff. Well, the Young Bucks came out there to the music to look for Sting, but met Ric Flair. Ric Flair came out there. We thought Ric Flair was going to side with the Young Bucks. As Ric Flair expressed his frustrations, Ric Flair expressed that he didn't. Ric Flair was trying to put up a fight, but the Young Bucks found a way to low blow and take down Ric Flair. Ric Flair didn't have a chance. Even Darby Allin tried to get in the fun and try to take down the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks still found a way a 2-on-1 advantage until the Raptors right here came up. Till Steen came down to the propel to the ceiling of the Von Braun. Steen came down there and attacked the Young Bucks. And Steen laid the house down by attacking both Young Bucks, leaving both Young Bucks out of the ring and on their own. So Steen looking for retribution, looking for revenge. Sting wants to get his hands on the Young Bucks after the Young Bucks attacked his two sons, which I believe the Young Bucks don't have a chance of a lifetime taking down his two sons, but it's just storyline playing action. Well, we'll see how this gonna go and how this gonna affect the match at Revolution. So you want to know what my predictions are for this match at Revolution? There's no question. Looking for Sting and Darby Allin to get the job done. Sting and Darby Allin will retain their World Tag Team Championships, and they will both leave as champions. They'll both walk in as champions, and they'll both leave as champions. And Sting will retire. Thus, the Tag Team Championships will be vacated, and or perhaps Darby can get a tag team partner. Who knows? But was a good run for Sting. Sting, an icon. Almost 40 years in wrestling. Sting has done it all. He's seen it all. Won a lot of world championships. So the Stinger goes on his own terms. We know he had I think he had a final match in TNA with EC3, Seth Rollins and WWE. Unfortunately, in the now AEW with the Young Bucks. So this is a bitter pill to swallow. Sting leaves on his own terms. I'm glad he did, and now he wants to leave the way he wants to leave. And that's commendable. All right, that's gonna do it here for the Pro Wrestling Show. Predict the outcome, special for Revolution. So for me being Kendrick Dix, saying so long, we'll see you. We'll see you when we do wrestling. Happy wrestling, folks. See you later.